welcome and welcome back to the Delicate Hands Budgets. Thank you for joining me today for paycheck stuffing number 3, along with how many wallets do I have. Today we're going to cover a couple of things, so I want to jump right into it. But I want to explain why you haven't seen me last week. Last week I didn't record any videos, and I missed you all, so I hope you missed me as well. But I had some personal things that I needed to address. Specifically, I've been going through a breakup, and I had to finish tying up loose ends, if you will, dissolving accounts and returning items, shared items, and things like that. So it was a bit of a emotional, mentally weak. So I really didn't feel like jumping on here and recording anything. I did attempt to try to record last week, and I will put it somewhere in here. I started recording. I was, where did I start at? I think the dollar store, the nail salon, and the supermarket. But I'll insert those clips in here just so you can see. Hey party people, so today is another cash stuffing Thursday, and as you can see, I'm in the store already. I'm actually in Dollar Tree. I need to pick up some toothbrushes and things like that. So I'm not going to do much recording on this end right now. After this, I'm gonna go to the bank, do my withdrawal, probably dip into the supermarket as well. And I'll see you all later at the desk so we can do some receipt comparison and cash stuffing. So until then, I'll see you all later, guys. Okay, so I'm on my way to the supermarket, but I think I'm gonna stop and get a pedicure. Last week I got my nails done, but I didn't have time to get mani and pedi, so I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Okay, everybody, so I finally made it to the supermarket. As you can see, I have the small cart. I'm not really trying to do too much. Actually, I just want to pick up some things to take to work, like some fruit. I need some milk for my smoothies and things like that. That I did have all intentions to do recording, but I just wasn't mentally there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a little recap on what I spent last week, see if there's any rollover from last week's cash wallet. And as you can see, I already stuffed this week's cash envelopes for my wallet because I wasn't going to record this week either. But I said no, I had to shake off the funk and get back into the swing of things. But I will unstuff it and let you see how much I put in. And that will be that with the cash stuffing. Then we'll move right into how many cash wallets do I have. So as far as last week, I did do some grocery shopping. I went to the Dollar Tree to get some hygiene items, and I went and got my nails done. So I'll show you the receipts in order. So first I went to the dollar store and I needed some toothbrushes. What else did I get from here? I needed some like 3M Command strips, but obviously they don't sell 3M, but I got the whatever suction hooks that they had at the store. I got a Magic Clean eraser. I need 2 body loofahs for my daughter and I. And what else did we get here? A cloth bath mat, because my daughter is infamous from stepping out of the shower and not drying her feet properly, and it annoys me to no end. So I got one of those, and I also purchased some Comment Foaming Bath Cleaner, excuse me. So all of that came up to $14.75. Then I went to the nail salon and I got a pedicure and it came up to $35. Excuse me. And I also left a tip as well. Now, oh, never mind. So lastly, I went to the supermarket and it wasn't intended to be a big food shop. I just was purchasing things for snacks and for lunch for work because I really try to take my breakfast, lunch, and snacks to work when I can. I treat myself maybe once a week and I'll order something, but for the most part, I try to take my food with me. So basically, that's what this food run was for. I purchased some fruits, some guacamole, some almond milk. What else? Haagen-Dazs has this new chocolate peanut butter ice cream, so I wanted to try that because I do enjoy a good Reese's peanut butter cup. And when I tell you it is slamming, you got to try it. So that didn't disappoint. What else did I get on here? I got some Keebler crackers, what else? Some hygiene products, body wash and such, ginger ale, toothpaste, Dramamine because I get motion sickness, Benadryl because it's that season, and that's pretty much it. And that came up to a total of $149.09. So I went over budget with that, and I didn't really even do a big food shop. You see how long my list is, right? So that's that. And I think I also inserted a clip of how many items was on the cashier table when she was ringing me up. It wasn't a lot of items, so you know I'm thoroughly disgusted with that. But we're gonna move on. Okay, so how much do we have left over from last week? So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have $9 to put towards our singles and $5 bills. And as you can see, I have some new cash envelopes. They're not really new. These were envelopes I used in a previous binder, but I switched out my my wallet that I'm using, and they fit perfectly, so I don't have to cut the holes because I will use them again for a binder in the future. So this is what I use for my rollovers. This is for the receipts that I accumulated. I also went to the post office as well, so I have to scan those receipts in addition to the ones I just showed you all. Again, I do have my label maker. Just like I said, last week, 2 weeks have been mentally straining on me, so I just wasn't in the mood to do too much of anything but whatever I had to do. But I will be labeling these accordingly. So for this week, I have personal. I have my usual 25, so that's 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I decided to give myself singles instead of the normal $5 bill that I would put in because I wind up asking for singles all the time anyway because I pretty much use those for when I want a soft drink or something at the vending machine at work. So I just said, just start using singles. This is car fare, which gets its normal $40. And I decided to switch it up in 10 fives and singles as well. So this is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So that's that. Next, we have groceries. And we have $20, $40, $60, $80, $100 for this week. And lastly, we just have $10 for necessities. Okay. We do have change, but I don't have my little change tray right now, so I'll empty that off camera at a later time. Okay, moving right along, we have our sinking fund binder, and as you can see, I switched it up. You know, I'm always switching things up. Just to show you, this is my this is the sinking funds, this is the saving funds binder. This is a binder that these actually, all three of these binders is what I started my channel with. So I really love them, and I said I wanted to bring them back, so that's that. And this last one is for my savings challenges. Now this week I won't be allocating anything to my savings, so I won't be using, well no, actually I will be using this binder because I have the singles and the $5 to put into it, but I won't be stuffing my normal personal emergency and 1 month and my daughter's, but we'll get to that. So moving right along, for my sinking funds, I've also changed out the envelopes as well. And I haven't labeled them either, but the tracker indicates what it's for, so I still know what this is for. So this is my me, myself, and I envelope. I won't be contributing anything to that this week. This is my sinking funds rollover envelope. I won't be contributing anything to this as well. This is my cookie jar envelope, and as you can see, it is empty. So I finally used it. I needed some things for the house, and I didn't have enough to cover in my house sinking fund, if you will. So I just pulled it from here. You know, that's what it's for. It's not for anything specific. It's for anything. And I went to Walmart. Actually, I thought I had the receipt. I would have showed you. Anyway, I can't find it. So yeah, I went to Walmart and I picked up some items from there. So we have to restart this envelope. And this is my don't touch. This is my hair envelope. And I finally found my other to be determined zipper pouch. So I'm happy about that. And we have our tuition envelope as well. So today we're just going to be stuffing last week's and this week's tuition contribution. So normally I contribute $75 per pay period, and if I can't stuff anything else, my goal is to always stuff this envelope. So today I will be stuffing a total of $150, covering last week's and this week's pay period. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. We already have 450 in there. So let me take that out. And I will update this while I'm on here for you. So last week I think was, I'll come back for the dates, but I'll put like 19, 20, plus 75, plus 75. Okay. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 95, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 6. So we have a total of $600 in tuition. Okay. So that's that. So again, so I'm not going to do a savings video today. I don't have anything to contribute to my student loan savings for this period. So we'll skip that and we'll just move on to adding our ones and singles. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 4 singles. And we have 3 already, so that's 7. And then we have 1, 5. And another 5, so we have 10 now for our 5s envelope. So that's all for our cash stuffing. Okay, so moving along. So I want to kind of revamp my channel. I'm still in the process of trying to think how I will do that and what new things I will implement into the channel. Still primarily based on budgeting, but I just want to, you know, tweak things a little bit. I will go in greater depth of that in a future video. But one of the things I wanted to share with you today is how many wallets do I own. And actually, this is going to be a part of the rules for the giveaway. I did not forget. We reached our 200 subscribers, and I'm so thankful for all of you that have subscribed, for my day ones and for my new subscribers that subscribed since my last announcement. So it is time to get this giveaway going. So the rules for the giveaway will be the questions will come at the end of this video, so you do have to watch the entire video because the questions will be at the end, and the answers will be given throughout the remainder of the video. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I have quite a bit of envelopes, and I just wanted to show you the variations of wallets that I use throughout my budgeting journey. So we're going to start from the smallest to the largest, and I don't have too many colors because you'll see that I'm pretty much a basic black neutral type of girl, but you'll see all of that as we move along. So first we have a mini. This is not even an A7. I don't even know what the size of it is, but they just call it a mini, I believe. I think the envelopes are like a 3x3 or 3x5. As you can see, it's a 3-ring binder. I do not remember where I got it from. I did purchase it on Etsy, and I do apologize for not trying to look that up earlier, but The categories that I have in this one is the groceries, snacks, spending, giving, and unexpected. What I like about this one is it has 2 additional pockets, one in the front and one in the back, where you can put your ID or cards, credit cards, gift cards, or even receipts. So I thought this was cool. So that's that. That's number 1. Number 2. Uh-oh, one fell. This is an old faithful. I used to work at a college campus, and I used to have to do a lot of back and forth from one office to another on campus, and you always had to, keep your ID on you. So I purchased this wallet from the campus bookstore, and I liked it because it's Velcro. So, you can, I used to keep it in my pocket, or as you can see, the hook is broke. I used to keep it on my belt loop sometimes. And I would put my work ID here, so it was always visible, and I could tap it to gain entry or show it whenever I needed to. And inside, I would carry whatever credit cards or like my health insurance cards in there. I would keep some cash in here, and then I would keep my state ID inside here. So it still works. It's a little beat up. As you can see, it's genuine leather. I don't know if you can see it, but it says genuine leather. And right here, it had the school's mascot embossed. But when I tell you, I wore this baby out. I don't know if you can see it or not. I don't even remember what the school mascot is. I think it was some bears or something. I don't even know. But in any event, so this is number 2. This little cutie right here, I got at Forever 21. I was having a mommy and me day with my daughter. Excuse me. Actually, she prefers to hang out with me in the house and watch TV and stuff. Dragging her out the house is like, like pulling teeth at the dentist. But anyway, on this rare occasion, she went out with me, and I think it was because I was supposed to buy her some spring or summer clothes. So anyway, so I picked this little cutie up at Forever 21, and I like it because, as you can see, it fits these cash envelopes in here. And I got these cash envelopes from, what is her name? Oh my goodness. I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen. It's the dancing something. I do apologize. So anyway, but I like the way they fit so perfectly. And it's 2 sizes. So, and it also has a chain, so you could wear it as a little crossbody. So when you don't really want to carry a bag, but you need your credit cards and your little cash, this is perfect. And I have used this several times already, usually in the summertime. Okay, so that's that. Moving along. This is a true A7 cash wallet, if you will. I got this from Two Moms Budget. And as you can see, I have a Walmart gift card in here that I have yet to use. I received this for Christmas from my job. So that's still in here. So this holds my credit cards and or gift cards, or even my ID in here. Then you have personal, snacks, mini-me, which is my daughter, car fare, groceries. Uh-oh, mama got some money. Look at that. $20. So you know where this is gonna go, right? I'm gonna put that right into my student loan envelope. Okay, then we have toiletries, miscellaneous, coins, and receipts. Next, I haven't used this yet. Actually, I might wind up giving this away to somebody. This is from Pink X Budget. Not this, but this one. I don't know where I got this from. And it's just another A7 binder with the pouches. It came with, I think, 5, and you had the option to purchase more. So I did purchase a couple of more. And then you could personalize each envelope as you wish with the little glitter stickers. So that's that. What I've noticed about myself is I prefer A6 over A7 because I don't really care for my money being folded. I don't want to have to go through the motions of folding and unfolding when I want to get the money out, especially if there's a long line at the register or, you know, at the store or whatever. I don't want to hold people up. And for some reason, when I get to the register and I have my A7 with me, that's when I'm fumbling and I can't get the bills out, and it's just a whole mess. So my preference is an A6. So moving right along, I purchased this in a discount store called Lot Less. It's in New York. I don't know if there's in any other states, but I bought this because at the time, like I said, when I first started my channel, I was using these binders, and I was like, oh, that'll be cool, you know, because I wanted my color scheme to all match. But I have yet to use it. As you can see, I still have the tag on it, and it was, let me see if I can remember. I don't remember the price, but it wasn't over $15. And I was testing it out because I had some dividers. I may actually use these dividers and swap out the ones that I'm using now. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'll keep this in here. So let's see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 credit card holders, slots, and 2 wide pockets, and a section for your change. So this is cool. And anything that has a wristlet, I'm pretty much sold on it. Moving on, I just finished using this one, so you might recall this in my previous videos. This is from Tahari. This is from the same store, Lot Less. I purchased this for $12.99. I want to say it was originally like $40. And I like this one is because any wallet that has a separate tongue-tied, a separate compartment where you could just open and get to your cards, I like it. So this one holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards, and you have 2 slots where you can put money or receipts. And right here, this is meant for your cell phone. So I like that feature. What I use this for sometimes, because I have a phone case that's too bulky to go in here. Like when I would do my cash deposits or withdrawals, I would put the money here, and it's enough space that it would hold quite a bit of bills. So I like that. In here is where I would keep my dividers. As you can see, It has an additional pocket, one pocket here, another wide pocket here, and an additional pocket here. So that's that. Moving on to the wallet that I'm using now is a Oopie Doop, a Louis Vuitton inspired wallet. And as you can see, like I said, these envelopes fit perfectly right in here. Here's a back pocket where I keep one of these, my health insurance card, and $2 off coupon for one of the nail salons that I go to. This is the coins that I have to empty out later. This doesn't have too many slots for cards. I wish it did, but it's okay. My primary cards that I use on a regular basis, I was able to put in here. And I think I have 2 cards in this one. Yeah, that's it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards in here. So that's that. I got the smaller version of that as well. Ask me why, just because I thought it was cute. So this, I like that you can put money right here, bills or receipts, and you can carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And there's a pocket here and a pocket in here as well. And I haven't used this yet. Moving on, I have 2 more dupes, Louis inspired. And the reason why I purchased the dupes, because like many of us, I want Louis Vuitton products, but I'm gonna just be perfectly honest. I don't have the funds to spend on that right now, and I'm not even sure that I really want it. So I was like, let me just get some dupes and see how they feel on me, you know, if I love them, and when that time comes that I can spend on that, then I'll make my decision. But right now, you know, this will suffice. So I'm going to open these up at the same time. And so they're pretty much the same wallet. This one just has the brown button, and this one has the pink. I wanted this one because I wanted the pink interior. And it's just, this one is just like the white checker one I showed you. No difference. I think this one is actually my favorite, but I'm rocking the white and gray one because, you know, it's springtime and it matches my binder. This is brown inside. I like this one too. You know, if you want the classic look, I could definitely rock this as well. They both have the 4 credit card slots as well. So that's that. This I got from Katie Budgets. I think you all have seen her here on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel as well. And I wanted this one because this one has the rings inside. And it holds, it has a pocket for receipts or cash if you want. It has 4 card slots on each side, so that totals 8. And it has another pocket here as well. This one I have yet to use because this one has specific sizing for the envelopes that you need to fit this wallet. And I like that she gave the sizing for the wallet here. So I need a 6.5 by 2 5/8 to fit in here. So if anybody knows of any Etsy shops or, you know, shops in general that carries this size, please let me know. I know she mentions someone on her channel, but I keep on forgetting what she says. I'm gonna have to watch that again. And this is the sizing for her A7 wallets as well. So I make sure to keep this in here so I don't forget when it's time to purchase. So I purchased this one because I have some checkered binders the same color as well. So of course I wanted my color scheme to match. Moving on. Now, oh, let me get to these two boxes. I'm gonna do these at the same time as well. So I purchased these as a gift, a birthday gift to myself this past February, because I wanted it. And that's just that. So again, like I told you, I stay in the neutrals. So this one is the Pebble Tan color, and this one is the, what is this one? This is just a cream in the croco color, or croc. So I also bought for each of them an additional ring because it came with the 30mm, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna be comfortable with that, not knowing if I was gonna have enough for, you know, for that to be necessary for me to have. So I purchased the 17 centimeters for each as well. And then I wanted to try out how the pouches, the zipper pouches look. So these are some envelopes that I had laying a while, and I absolutely love it. So when I use these, I'm definitely going to use the zipper pouch. Another thing I've noticed is that I prefer the zipper pouches over the traditional cash envelopes, especially if I'm taking my wallets outside or whatever. But just overall, I prefer an A6 wallet and a zipper pouch. So that's that. So for these, in the back it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots, 1, 2 big pouches for cash, receipts, has a secretary wallet, pocket in the back. In the front, we have 1, 2, 3 card slots here and the divider. Then we have an additional pocket here and 1, 2, 3 card slots here as well. Another secretary pocket, another pocket here, a zipper for coins, and then we have the extra large pocket that we could just get lost up in here. So I like that as well. So that's that. And we have the same thing for this one. I want to speed this up because the video is getting quite lengthy now. Okay, so moving along, we'll fix this later. Okay, now the remainder of the wallets, oh no, one more. This one, I purchased this one because I have a pair of summer sandals, heel sandals, that is pretty much spot on. So I was like, when I go out and wear them, if I didn't feel like having a complete handbag, I would just use this. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4 card slots on that side, 4 on here, 2 pockets, change, very basic. And this is the little pocket for the back of your phone. I just put it in here. So that's that. Now for the remainder of the wallets that I have, they're all black. So, you know, it's nothing too exciting. This little puppy I bought on Amazon. Not necessarily, well, I bought it for the clear cash divider, so it was a total, I think, of 7 or whatever. I don't remember how much this was, but it wasn't, I don't even think it was $10. So that's that. This one, I don't remember where I picked this up, but it has a zipper in the back for coins. Anything that holds a lot of cards, I'm pretty much sold on, because I do like to use my cards because I'm a responsible card user. And I like to rotate the ones I use so they stay active. So this one has your ID holder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 2 slots for cash and or receipts. So this is cute when you're on a go, or you could just throw this in your bag and you'll have, you know, all your cards in there. Next, this is a Kate Spade cutie. I want to say I bought this from Century 21. This, I would wear this if I was going out, you know, a little cute something. I like this because you can carry your phone in here and several cards, your ID, and some cash on hand. You know, everything you need right here, and you can keep it moving. So I like that one. This is a similar wallet, if you will. I like this one because it has a chain. And I got this from Banana Republic. I like it as well because you can put your phone here. You can put several cards here. And it has an additional slot for cash as well. And you could change the chain if you want to. So I like that as well. Okay, this is another Tahari one. Bought this from the same store, a lot less. This one still has the tag on it. So as you can see, this one was $60, but I got it for $12.99. And again, anything where I could just easily get to my cards, and it has its, I like that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards, 2 large pockets. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So here you can hold 14 cards and 2 forms of ID, if you will. Here, in addition, you have your long pockets as well, and your change compartment. So I like that. Another Tahari. I guess y'all can see I kind of like Tahari. Got it from the same store. A lot less. This was $12.99 too. So I'm sure this was originally priced between $40 and $60. Again, I love the fact that if I just want to get a card, it has its own compartment. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 card slots, 2 pockets for cash and or receipts. You know, I like my little wristlets, like I said. This has 1, 2, 3 pockets, 4 and 5, and it also has more card slots. So that was what? I don't even remember how many that was, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional card slots in here as well. Now, if you see, I wore this baby out. It's just falling apart here, literally. At one point, I was taking a black marker, and I was just tracing it in. So I got my money's worth with this one. And last but not least, this is a Nautica cutie. Got this as well from Lot Less. This one, I'm sure it was probably $12.99 as well. I don't remember the original price. As you can see, Nautica. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 card slots, a deep pocket here, and then you can put your ID here. here as well. This is where you can put your phone if you like. So that's that compartment. You have another coin pocket, if you will. And then you have additional cards. These are cards that I no longer use. I just kept them in here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another pocket, 2 deep pockets, and some more card slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another deep pocket. Okay, so that concludes all of my wallets. It's safe to say that I'm good on wallets, right? I mean, but by all means, a girl can always get another wallet. I think though, if and when, not if, because I know I am, but when I purchase another wallet, I'm just going to go out on a limb and purchase a color, a pop color, something like maybe a hot pink. I don't know about a red because I'm not too, you know, whatever with the red, maybe a mauve. I don't know. But anyway, now let's get to the questions for the giveaway. And there are 3 questions. Oh, the rules are you have to be 18 years or older. You have to be publicly subscribed to my channel. And you have to comment and like on this video. The 3 questions are how many wallets are in my video, in this particular video. And that's the A7, the mini, and the A6 size, all of them. 2, which envelope method do I prefer the best? Is it the zippy pouches, is it the traditional cash envelopes, or is it the cash dividers? And lastly, which wallet size do I prefer? Is it A6 or A7? So I'm going to keep the giveaway open for a week. So since today is Saturday the 20th, I will close it next Saturday at 12 p.m. So I hope you all enter, and the prize will be one winner, and it'll be $50. Once I see who the winner is, you will contact me via my Instagram, but I'll give that information out when I tell whoever the winner is at that time. So until next time, guys, as always, continue budgeting. I know this was a lengthy video, but I hope you stayed till the end. And if you did, please put a purple heart to let me know that you stayed till the end. Bye.